Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Grandstand court. We're about to start off a battle here between Miami Pickleball Club and Columbus Pickleball Club. All 4 teams in this group are 1-1. And we definitely have an interesting matchup here with the newcomer, Rihanna Valdez. I have only had the privilege of watching her play one time. She's paired with the rock-solid Megan Fudge. Alex Strong and Regina Franco-Goldberg, their opponents from the Miami Pickleball Club. Miami beat the Arizona Drive in their first match and just lost to the Utah Black Diamonds in a dream breaker. Nice forward movement from Alex Strong. Columbus PC beat Utah Black Diamonds 3-1 and then just got swept 4-0 by the Arizona Drive. Nice return from Valdez. Ball getting on Regina Franco-Goldberg very quickly. And some really nice energy early from Alex Strong, letting Regina Franco-Goldberg know that this match is huge. Jeff Warnick in the background. I believe he has had a couple adult beverages, so he will be heckling in full force. Really nice slide to her left from Alex Strong, loading up with the forehand after not a bad initial attack from Megan Fudge, just too quick with the hand speed from Alex. Yeah, it's really quality stuff from Alex on the second and the third ball. Not a overwhelming initial attack and a good counter from Rihanna Valdez, but Alex is there. Alex letting Regina know she loves it, no worries. She is okay with that forehand speed up from Regina Franco, just catching the tape. Big two-handed backhand from Regina after some quality mid-court play from Rihanna Valdez.
7-3.
Slight hesitation from Regina Franco-Goldberg after the dink was definitely left a little high. I don't mind her decision, just got to commit to it. Yeah, missed it wide. Just off the sideline from Alex Strong, who had a good look at a high forehand.
5-7.
Nice power from Rihanna Valdez. I had the joy of getting on court with Fudge and Valdez yesterday. Their coach, Paul Olin, and myself taking them on in a couple rec games, and these ladies can play. Really high-level stuff from them yesterday. I expect the same today. Yeah, you can see Alex kind of throwing her hands up to Regina, saying, I'm going to continue to attack and put pressure on Rihanna Valdez in front of me.
The miss there by Trung on the drive.
Hey, we're even.
Hey, I'm back in the mix. I can't be 2 places at once, but I'm here. Oh, that's some good power there by Valdez.
Yeah, she has a loose arm, and I really was impressed with the backhand counter before the put away. Nice combination from Rihanna.
Seems content to do that all day. Right.
Absolutely.
There, right?
I mean, she's a grinder. She's a great dinker. She has a great soft game, and she's gonna, force you into a bad decision is one of her best attributes. Yeah, the put away.
Yeah, she's definitely got that put away power. It's great defense by Goldberg and Trung, but not enough there.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note, obviously you can outdink someone and create an error, but forcing them into bad decisions, knowing that they can't grind with you and they're worried about you not making a mistake is just another aspect of being a consistent player and how important that is.
Oh, just missed by Trung. I thought she made that ball there, but I think that just went wide. Let's take a look here on the replay. Yeah, just wide. Good lead by Valdez. Fudge had everything she wanted there, not able to finish that off as we head over to the changeover. 1 point lead by Miami Pickleball Club.
Yeah, and Fudge, really nice singles prowess and some really good movement on court. She certainly had herself in a great position for that last ball. I think if she gets the same one in the second half of this match, she'll make her opponents pay.
Fudge accomplishing a lot of golds on the APP Tour this year. She's really been making a name for herself there and playing really well. Now here paired up with Rihanna Valdez, who this is my second time seeing her on a stage like this, and she does a really good job getting from the baseline up to the kitchen. She's in a hurry there to kind of close that space off and see if there's any opportunities. Liking her game so far.
But I tell you what a luxury to have that loose arm put away power, especially as a female. It's just really nice. We've seen some of that with Hurricane Tyra Black and some of the new players coming in. Just that extra power and that ability to end the point is so important when these ladies are playing such good defense.
Great play by Trung as she just inched her way forward and kept putting pressure on Valdez.
Yeah, she, I mean, you said it, Brandon. Just no real attempt to hold back there.
Goldberg forced the pop-up there from Valdez, but they got on top of that again pretty quickly.
It came back to her in an awkward position, but the initial ball from Regina Franco is definitely one I would like to see her go for.
Another ball in an interesting spot there for Trung as she couldn't get her paddle around on that.
Well, I'll tell you what, some of the best exchanges in firefights is when neither team can perfectly hit it clean, because it'll come back more frequently. If these ladies strike it perfect, a lot of times it's not coming back.
Oh, what a lob in defense by Trung. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, great explosion up and back from Megan Fudge and a great overhead. Just too much hands from Alex Trung, holding the kitchen line too.
Yeah, we talk about where this game is going as a whole, and now players are throwing up lobs from the kitchen area and standing firm, ready for the rebuttal.
I mean, it's just the percentages when you are up and they aren't, even if they're hitting an overhead or a powerful shot from deeper in the court, holding that line in that spot can be really nice and beneficial.
There's that speed up you mentioned from Goldberg, just perfectly timed and placed. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the placement on the right hip, you could see forcing Megan Fudge to kind of scoop that ball, and, you know, very tough to keep it in when you're in that awkward spot losing your balance.
Couple of big balls there from Alex Trung as she starts with the forehand, finishes with the two-hand backhand, and that Fudge ball sails wide.
Yeah, I mean, she is really on the second and the third ball. So not that she's made poor attacks, but some pretty neutral kind of plain vanilla attacks just to start the fire. But her hand speed on the subsequent shots is really nice right now from Alex Trung.
Yeah, and I think she's doing a good job. We talk about the maturation process of players throughout their pickleball career, the pace that she plays with in that transition area as she's trying to bring aggression to the table. It isn't all out. It is at 60, 70% max so that she can reload for the next ball.
That's right. Lots of ways to get it done. You know, you can rip through with a full release on the ball and full power, but extra spin and taking a little bit off occasionally can be a good option. And with the talent of these players, I don't care how dang good your shot is, if you do it every time, you're going to be in trouble. So mixing up your paces and your spots is absolutely paramount at this level.
Great put away by Trung and the setup by Goldberg to get them in that position.
Yeah, they are reading their drops and their mid-court play nicely, and when they hit a good one, they are coming forward. I always tell my students back at home, Brandon, if you come kamikazing in off a bad drop, that's a mistake. But if you hit a very good one and don't come forward, that's also a mistake. So great aggression with their court positioning for Miami Pickleball Club early.
Ball just wide by Trung, and Valdez with some great patience as well on that side.
Yeah, patience and a couple nice one-handed counters as well at the body.
Great pressure by Fudge and really nice short hop reset by Valdez in the middle of that, but not able to come out on top. Point from these, yeah, I've got to stand up and clap. I mean, that is just
golf clapping in the booth. Phenomenal point, ladies. Really good stuff. Defense, offense, it had it all.
And I think Trung thought there was an out ball in the middle of that. Goldberg comes in to keep the play alive.
I don't know if she said out or help, but yeah, I definitely heard that.
Oh, good spot by Valdez. She jams up Trung.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, hitting down on the ball is great, but if you're going to create some offense, kind of the shoulder, upper chest area can be a really good option as well.
Nice one-hand counter by Valdez, and that's, we talked about not a lot of female players are using that one hand, but it's increasing in the last, what, 6 months.
Right, and Brandon, we talked about it from an offensive situation earlier, but let's be clear, when you have a big two-handed backhand, you're great at countering in space off your body, so that one-hander really helps on defense of protecting your chest and your stomach area, so it can be a great option on offense, but defense as well.
Good point, and always cool to see new players come on the scene and see new type of shots that maybe you haven't seen as frequently as we're seeing with Valdez with the one-hand counter here on the female side.
And she had a nice forehand speed up that jammed up Alex Trung a couple points ago, and we didn't see a lot of that early in the match. Let's see if she can't find another spot or two in the closing stages to catch Alex Trung with a little offense.
Tied up at 18 here, race to 21. Great point all around. Trung just ended up finding an opening there of Valdez and kicked the up ball.
Right, some really nice dinks from Miami Pickleball Club, and most of them neutralized by Valdez. Just hit it, Alex. She kind of held back. She caught her opponent transitioning and just didn't, you know, fully take her stroke that she needed to.
Yeah, she recovers from that there. Now they have game point on their paddle here for Miami Pickleball Club.
Yeah, that 19-19 point, just a huge deal.
No, they do not. They do not.
Referees clarifying the score. It's 20-19.
20-19.
Oh, and that dink just out by Trung.
Just a little emphasis there from Megan Fudge. So out, she says.
It went from that's out to so out. Okay.
A little spicy.
And Trung now with some passion of her own.
Brandon, I'm here for all of it. Let's go, ladies.
I kind of wanted her to say so in, but it's cool. I get it.
Hindsight 2020, right? You know,
right.
Those good comebacks and spicy situations, they usually come to you later, which is tough.
20.
What a speed up by Trung, and she throws her hands up like, what else you want to do, call that ball out?
I didn't see it land. Unbelievable that she was able to keep that ball in. Very high degree of difficulty on that ball from Alex Trung. Really tough break from Megan Fudge, who I think made a mistake letting that one ball bounce earlier in the point, and unfortunately for her, it cost her the last point in Miami Pickleball Club with a big win early.
Big win, and possibly the mistake of firing up Alex Trung as she went on a nice little 3-point run here to, or at least 3-rally run to finish off this game, 21-19. We are now headed to the men's matchup for Miami Pickleball Club. We'll have Wes Burrows and Brendan Long taking on CJ Klinger and Yates Johnson from Columbus Pickleball Club. We'll be back. We are back here, MLP San Clemente, for the second matchup here in this match between Miami Pickleball Club and Columbus Pickleball Club. We've got for this men's matchup on the Miami side, Brendan Long and Wes Burrows. And for Columbus, we've got Yates Johnson and CJ Klinger, who they've been together for, I believe this is their third event. So some chemistry brewing. And then on the Brendan Long and Wes Burrows side, this is their first tournament event together here at MLP.
Yep, that's right. So my wild card for this match is definitely the young buck, CJ Klinger. He will obviously be on the right side as a lefty, and you know, when you are a bit younger, Brandon, sometimes your game can really grow leaps and bounds. So some of the older players, more the consistent small growth. So I'm expecting him to take a leap at some point. If it's not right here, it should be soon. So really want to see what kind of game he brings to the table.
Yeah, and also adding to that point, sometimes you see a little bit of a jump when a player switches paddles, maybe plays with something they're more comfortable with, or if they've been experimenting. All of that from the mental aspect can help their game, and I see Klinger playing with the Electrum paddle, which before he was playing with Selkirk paddles for quite some time. So interested to see how, you know, maybe what made the change, how he's feeling with it out here, and if his confidence is growing.
Right. We'll see if maybe he has a little extra pop in that Electrum. We'll have to find out. I remember watching several of his matches from the previous MLP event, and I thought the soft game was pretty solid, but just maybe a little trouble putting the ball away in some spots. So maybe that can be a difference for his game.
That definitely used to be one of my favorite paddles, the first one I started out with, the OG Electrum Model E Pro. Oh,
and I'll tell you what, Brandon, I used to come down to Austin and occasionally practice with you guys, and you got that thunder punch on the backhand, and I couldn't help myself. I just challenge it every time. You know, tournament probably not going to challenge it, and rec play, oh, come on, strength versus strength, let's go.
Broke a lot of Model E's playing with you. Yeah, I expect Brendan Long here as one of the veterans in terms of accomplishments here in pickleball to really step up and oh, that ball just long, but I like the attack by Johnson.
Oh, okay, sorry, Brandon. I wasn't sure if he thought it hit him or it possibly went out.
1-0.
I think he's shocked he missed it. I mean, it was a good ball, right?
Yeah. Wrong spot there from Wes Burrows, right to the forehand of CJ Klinger. But you're right, exactly right about Brendan Long. Those last 6 months have been very special from him, not just at MLPs, but at some of the tournaments in between as well.
Big drive from Johnson.
Yeah, baby.
Wow.
Okay.
What a ball from Klinger. Literally the same ball that Yates Johnson hit on the other side, except this one falls in. Check this out.
I mean, backhand from a low position up the line, keeping it in. Let's go, CJ. Classic pickleball, same guy right there.
There are multiple shots we have to hit in pickleball.
Yes, that's right. Amazing shot followed by a third shot error. That's pickleball in a nutshell.
I mean, the two-hand backhands right now are making a statement here for Columbus Pickleball Club.
Yeah, and you don't have to attack out of the air when you're at the kitchen line every time. If they hit a dead dink that sits up, let it fly. That's exactly what Yates Johnson did in that previous point.
And that one gets Brendan Long fired up as he counters that right there down the line.
I like the look and the positioning from CJ Klinger, so no worries there, just too good from Brendan.
Wow, great counter reset by Long in the middle of that. I think that shocked Yates Johnson.
Yeah, those are great hands from Brendan.
Great ball manipulation there by Johnson. Those just a little too high. Long would love to see that the entire game.
Yeah. Man's got a lot of power. He really hits the ball. When he hits it clean, it really goes.
Great initial dig by Burrows.
Yeah, I tell you what, my, Columbus Pickleball Club, they're not necessarily waiting for an obvious opportunity to attack. They are putting the pressure on with a variety of shots right now early in this men's doubles match.
And they've got the benefit of that righty-lefty combo there where the middle is typically closed.
The no-go zone.
That's what's going to happen after that initial drive. Burrows, Long, they're going to have to really cut down and angle out that block.
Yeah, it was a great first volley too, because that drive had pace and spin.
It is a two-hand fest here by Johnson that is just attacking anything he wants off the bounce.
That's right. I'm not going to lie, Brandon, I don't have that one. So the two-hander speed up off the bounce, just a shot I don't understand. And I'll tell you what, these boys are executing it very nicely.
I think it's one of those shots that we'll see in the next year to 2 years. Every male pro will be using that at the kitchen line.
You just can't create a lot of spin with the one-hander off the bounce. So having that second hand on the paddle to dip the paddle head low and whip through is almost essential.
And that ball just long. That's a great lead by Burrows, as didn't have a lot of pace, probably 6 inches.
Yeah, and it's awkward when you're in the mid-court like that on a slow ball. Great court awareness.
Long still looking to find his rhythm here.
9-8.
And even Klinger comes in with the two-hand speed up in the middle of that, but handled very well by Burrows and Long.
Yeah, it's a great shot from Burrows. It's tough, you know, when your partner counters, sometimes that ball comes at you in an awkward position. He was ready, though. You don't see the scorpion off of a third shot drive too often, and that's what we saw there. Usually more when you have the paddle above your head. It's when your opponent is attacking from the kitchen line. Worked for Yates on that one.
What a ball well by Johnson as he takes that one all the way from the left side and curls it. You talk about putting that left hand on the paddle. He's able to get that all the way out there.
You can literally almost see it on camera skid off the line. Just a very tough situation from Brendan Long to be in, moving over to his left, just hoping and praying he can keep that ball in, and he cannot.
And I think from the looks of it, Miami Pickleball Club, they're going to have to create some more offense, because right now Columbus is every single ball they see that is not moving them around, that is neutral, they are choosing to attack, whether it's out of the air or it's off the bounce.
I just remember the good old days when you could just hit a dead, unattackable dink and nothing could happen to you. Brandon, we are just not in that situation anymore, and you're exactly right. It's a very slim lead, but that is the difference, in my opinion, so far in this match.
Be interested to see if Long and Burroughs can stop this run and make a run of their own, really. I think for Brendan Long, we haven't seen him really get in rhythm yet. So for them to only be down 2, I think they've got to be okay with this position currently, knowing that they can really rev things up.
That's right. See if he can't find a couple spots to attack his one-handed backhand out of the air. One of the best shots for Brendan Long. A little friendly gift to start off, the end change. We'll take it.
Free points always help. Everyone on Miami Pickleball Club smiling right now. And that's one they wanted. Great defense by Columbus Pickleball Club there.
Good point. Ball 10.
Great early slide from Wes Burroughs. Nice job by him, just disregarding his forehand, sliding over to his backhand and punching the ball down.
A big drive by Burroughs, and Johnson handled the first one, but Long was there to really put it away and jam him up.
I mean, heavy hands, real heavy hands from an awkward spot.
There's that two-hand speed up again, and got the benefit of the net, but I think that ball was going to be a tough one to handle either way.
I mean, really, just the whip that he gets, creating that spin from a low position. Really good stuff from Yates Johnson.
Yeah, good put away there by Klinger.
And some nice positive energy from him, too. He was happy with himself on that one, and I agree.
That ball just wide. Burroughs got everything he wanted, not able to put it away.
Yeah, he hasn't done a lot of speeding up so far, and it was a great initial shot from him. Too juicy on the overhead, though. That's the one, Brandon. And I'll tell you what, to Yates Johnson's credit, he hasn't given Brendan a lot of opportunities, but that is one of his favorite shots, and you see why right there.
Go.
Just great control and just ball manipulation by Yates Johnson, as he's one hand at times, using the two hand at times. Hasn't missed many of those.
Yeah, that's right.
Big drive.
Chatted with him a little bit before the match. I was like, hey, I'm on the mic for this, so what do you want me to say? He's like, just let everyone know I got the best forehand in pickleball. I was like, okay. Coming out strong there, Yates.
Showing it.
You got a lot of bite on it. can't believe it. Look at that reaction.
Long is shocked. Almost as if someone else hit the ball.
17-14.
Klinger with a miss of his own.
Just right on the tape. Drive from Yates, drop from Brendan, drop from CJ, all catching the tape.
That's a great finish and put away there.
It's a nice sound when it just hits your opponent's body, just plop right there on the leg. Just makes you feel good.
Best time to say sorry right there. That was insane.
I don't know how Brendan Long's rotator cuff is still intact after a couple of those crazy overheads, and the defense from CJ Klinger, my goodness.
Wow.
16-18.
He redeemed himself right there, and I tell you what, it hurts your heart so much when your partner makes incredible digs and then you miss your shot. So some nice redemption from Yates Johnson.
Still looking for that forehand from the baseline there. They're up 2 here. With the nice, was that a one-hand?
The one-y there. I called his match earlier. I don't believe I saw that, but works that time.
Brandon Long comes in with the misdirect one hand and then sets up the forehand put away. Look at that.
Wow. I mean, man's coming in hot. You got to give him some love. He said, I'm not really concerned about the quality of this drop. I am coming forward. And he is rewarded with the point.
And that forces a timeout by Columbus Pickleball Club. Going back to that previous point, that had to be the best point I've seen today so far. I mean, it had it all. It had speed ups there by Brendan Long and Burrows. The defense by CJ Klinger.
Yes.
I mean,
no,
wow.
It was crazy. And I know you guys saw it at home on the screen, but in real life, the arm speed and how fast the paddle was moving from Brendan Long was pretty wild.
Some high-level stuff for sure. Which team is going to close it out here, though, as we're tied, 19-19. The next point is so important.
Yeah.
It is going to freeze the score, and which means that you're going to have to win points on your serve.
Correct. Biggest point of the match, not just because we're in the later stages at that 19-19 point.
Come in. 19-19.
You! Me! You! Me! You! 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 You!
What a point. Okay, no, this was the best point of the day.
Hey, that didn't last long, did it? That other point being the best.
Dude.
Oh my God, Brendan Long, middle of the point. You! Just complete panic in his voice. My goodness, CJ Klinger, how did he keep it in so good, Columbus PC?
So impressed with the defense from Johnson and Klinger.
You! 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 You!
And Klinger finishes it. Wow. he is, I mean, he was on fire those last 2 points. Take a look at this replay as he defends the first one with the two-hand backhand, lets one hand go, and this game's over.
Ridiculous, Brandon. I'll say it right now. He just went from boy to man right there in that match. Incredible play from CJ Klinger.
That has to be the best I've ever seen him play. That was insane.
Yes, some of the gets, of course, the scramble in the back of the court, but some of the soft stuff and the short hops from up at the kitchen line off of very powerful shots, just really good.
We have got more in store as this is now tied up 1-1. We'll have the first mixed doubles matchup coming your way. Let these players set their lineups and warm up. We'll be right back. All right, we are back with the first mixed doubles lineup for this matchup. We are going to have CJ Klinger and Megan Fudge from Columbus Pickleball Club take on Brendan Long and Regina Goldberg from the Miami Pickleball Club. And if it is anything like the men's matchup we just saw, I expect a lot of fireworks coming soon.
Hey, we're in for a treat. At the same time, that being said, it's always tough to follow up a match like that. But if anyone can do it, it's these two teams. And, you know, it's just completely fitting that we're at 1 apiece right now. And as this match slowly moves into crunch time.
Yeah, CJ Klinger played so well in that men's matchup as they got the W. And I didn't really see a hole. I mean, he was pretty consistent at the kitchen line. He was aggressive. The defense was there. If he brings that, I think they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I would say for mixed doubles, if he can pair those things that you just talked about with some nice movement and squeezing of the middle, it should be a really solid match for Columbus.
Regina Goldberg and Brendan Long, no stranger to this setting as they played in the previous event. And Brendan Long has, we mentioned, been playing well these last 6 months. Playing well is probably an understatement. Playing his best pickleball of his life this last 6 months. So he is going to look, to come in and make a statement in this game. Yeah, right. And you can see with Miami Pickleball Club, the other mixed team, Alex Strong and Wes Burrows, both have some firepower, and you can both kind of speed the ball up and have those heavy hands. But we have a clear-cut alpha here in Brendan Long and a total support player in Regina Goldberg. And I'll tell you what, she's a very good support player.
Game 3, time in. 0-0.
No!
Good start there by Columbus Pickleball Club.
Yeah, just a hair overextended from Brendan on that. When you're at full extension, hard to keep the ball down.
Long maybe a little too fired up there, coming over a little far on that last one.
Go.
Great defense by Fudge.
Yeah, there he goes. Nice play from him. And it's always a delicate balance and a fine line how far to come over. You can't have too many errors, but you have to put pressure. So a couple errors is okay.
Out! Yeah!
Great speed up by Goldberg.
And she was locked and loaded with the two-hander. Nice partner communication from Brendan Long, and she pulls the paddle back.
Come on, it's just 3.
Point 3.
You're good, right here.
Pivotal game here, game 3, as it's tied 1-1 so far.
No.
And that's that shot you mentioned Brendan Long wants to get to, that backhand roll.
Yep, and it's so hard to keep him out. It's hard to get the ball away from him after he initially does that and stands in the middle of the court. Just so tough.
The Burt by Brendan Long.
Wow, wow, Burt alert, Burt alert. Let's go, Brendan.
The quick me as he jumps over, crosses the kitchen there and finishes that off. Pretty cool to do, you know?
You.
Wow, the ATP around the post by Brendan Long comes back and finishes it off.
To say he is everywhere is an understatement, Brandon. Well played by him. And I'm going to tell you right now, Brandon, I've played about, I don't know, 125 pickleball tournaments in my career. I have 0 birds. So I respect the difficulty from it. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, okay, just a new ball.
The ball.
Okay, gotcha.
Cracked there. Surprised it didn't crack earlier with how hard Brendan Long's been hitting it. So 0 birds in your career. Career is not finished. So okay,
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Yeah, Brendan Long is making it seem as if he's everywhere on the court right now with his movement. Like to see Klinger get involved that way as well.
Little much there, and the thing is going behind an aggressive guy can be a great play in mixed, but he's got the backhand roll too, so you have to be absolutely precise if you want to keep Brendan out of the middle.
You.
Great defense by Fudge and Klinger.
That's right, you just got to make it bounce behind him, and she did exactly that right there. Really nice carve with backspin and side spin moving away from Brendan Long.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful shot. Not able to make their way fully back up, but a couple really good defensive plays back there.
CJ, I don't give a dang how hard you hit it. That ball's coming back. I'm going to dig it off the short hop, off my shoe tops. Whatever.
Fudge just left that dink up a little high, and Long was able to get to his favorite shot again.
And also, knowing he's playing a left-hander and going at the left shoulder, not the right shoulder. Nice play, Brendan.
Goldberg,
yeah,
a little high.
Yeah, a little mini flamingo too from CJ Klinger, using his back leg for a counterbalance, leaning into the kitchen at full extension. Really nice use of his length.
Talk about that power from Long. He's able to get that from the forehand and the backhand side.
Yeah, it's rare to have both. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of those guys that are aggressive in the middle don't have a wonderful backhand speed up, but Brendan, as you said, has both. So definitely tough. It makes it more difficult, and you have to have more precision when you go behind him.
There he is again as he jumps the corner just so he's sure, but that backhand is just insane right now.
So when you hang out in the middle, you get a lot of putaways and a lot of offensive opportunities, but you make your opponents feel like they have almost no court to hit it into. Lots of benefits from being aggressive with your court positioning, and we're seeing it right here, Brandon.
They head over to the changeover with a 5-point lead as Brendan Long and Goldberg are really warming up here after a slow start. Started down a couple points, a couple errors. You mentioned that, hey, a couple errors in the beginning. We're willing to risk that knowing our strategy can win this game.
Yeah, and you see, so I think maybe 0 for 3 with hanging out in the middle of the court early, and now the odds are very much in Brendan Long's favor as he has been a presence in this match.
What does Columbus Pickleball Club need to do here to get back in this game?
Well, you mentioned earlier possibly Klinger having some aggressive middle play as well. And obviously Brendan Long a little more comfortable in that full alpha role. So you just keep that balance of when to go behind Brendan Long and maybe take some shots attacking Regina Goldberg as Megan Fudge really hasn't sped up too much in this match.
It's a good thought. Yeah, if they can, Columbus Pickleball Club can get Klinger to be more active, I think vertically, right? Active towards Goldberg, put some pressure on her, force her to make decisions.
And the thing is there have been a couple times where the attack has been to Regina, but Brendan has got the ball, so it's very tough.
Oh, that ball just goes over and gives Fudge no chance, as she is not pleased about that.
Sorry, I had to chuckle at that. I broke my professional form there as he was very much overextended over in front of Regina Franco Goldberg.
But he did tell her to watch. You can see some of Columbus Pickleball strategy is they're trying to get the ball to Goldberg. Even Megan Fudge is not going cross court initially, going straight ahead, forcing Brendan Long to take the bait, and then opening the door behind him. I like the speed up by Goldberg, but handled very well by the man with some crazy hands in this match.
The crazy soft hands. I mean, he is neutralizing everything. Back of the court, at the kitchen, whatever.
Yeah, that ball was just long.
Oh, I didn't think they were going to call it. I mean, not clearly saw it out, but I did think that ball was long.
I said after you said.
No, so.
He said out.
No, the call stands, okay? That was really close. I will not call it.
So referee confirming that the call will stand, but is just warning that side that that call was very close.
And I believe he is saying something along the lines of the players on the court must call the ball. I think maybe Yates Johnson said something about that ball being out, but it is a little bit of a gray area there. Just too good, because Megan Fudge was in an awkward Ernie position and still hit a good ball, but Brendan Long's there, as he has been all match.
Good.
That ball just wide. Called by Long.
You do not, so you're challenging the call. Okay. So Columbus is challenging.
So Columbus Pickleball is going to challenge the ball there. That one was pretty close. I don't think we have a view on that exact shot there.
Yeah, and it wasn't as if CJ exclaimed with emotion right away. He just thought it was close, and he's kind of taken a crack at it, it seems like, as it possibly being in.
Yeah, kind of a why not, right? We've got a challenge in front of us. We might as well use it. I do think it's smart after the shaky call before, where it kind of was, they weren't sure they were. I think in this situation, Klinger is saying, if we feel that we're not sure, let's just call our challenge.
Right.
We're at such a beautiful spot here at Lifetime in San Clemente. This is my first time experiencing this venue, but it is awesome. I mean, the landscaping is beautiful, the setup of the permanent courts. I mean, I'd love for this to be my home lifetime.
No, sure, sure.
Okay.
And they obviously, with the courts and, you know, having a high-level PPA tournament the week before, they really like their pickle around here, Brandon. So good atmosphere and good venue, and that's a great combination.
So that ball was confirmed to be out, which was Brendan Long's initial call. Thought he had a good look at it because he had an opportunity to hit it, chose not to.
Right.
Usually those calls are what you think they are.
9 in. 15, 9.
Long went with the soft shot there as opposed to the speed up.
I mean, most of the other ones that work, just go for it, big man.
Do your thing. Oh, that counter just Long. Klinger all over it.
15,
Yeah, I like the play. I really do. Maybe a slight overswing from him,
10.
but either way, I like it.
Goldberg is there to put that one away. Her eyes lit up when she saw that ball right in front of her that high.
That's right. Nice loose arm from that racquetball background, really whips through the ball.
Great communication by Long. As he saw a ball that was high, told Goldberg to watch, and then he reset it himself.
Right.
And ends up winning this point. That forces a timeout. It is now an 8-point lead here by Miami Pickleball Club.
Really impressed with the movement of Brendan Long. He has been pulled out wide by Megan Fudge multiple times, and he is able to go out wide, recover that dink, and get back to the middle. So well played from him, not just from an offensive perspective, from a movement perspective as well.
We'll see if they can finish this off here and use that momentum to move into their second mixed doubles matchup, which we will have Wes Burrows and Alex Trung facing off against Hunter Johnson and Rihanna Valdez for hopefully an opportunity either way for Columbus Pickleball to stay in this matchup or for Miami Pickleball Club to clinch this match.
A lot of pickleball clubs out here, Brandon.
It's a lot. It's a lot. We're just maybe CPC, MPC, you know, Miami. It's okay.
We're going to get through it.
I'm cool with a lot of pickleball clubs. There's a lot of places to play.
Yeah, there you go.
Sign in. 18, 10.
It almost seems as if Fudge is just looking for different places to go because most haven't not worked, and you can't falter for that.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think that was definitely a bit of a force, and that is a testament to how Brendan Long is playing.
She's there for that one. Great counter, and flips it right towards Goldberg.
11, 19.
Oh, what? the softest, sneakiest Ernie I have seen from Regina Goldberg. Watch this as she just walks her way in and puts it away.
Love it.
11.
I really respect that too, because a lot of these players jump the corner of the kitchen. When I Ernie, I use 17 steps to get there, Brandon, just like Regina Franco. Let's go.
Still goes down as an Ernie. Great put away by Long. As he is fired up on that one. He wants to end this game here.
I mean, look at you can see it on the replay. He is everywhere on the court, full coverage of the kitchen line.
Game point here for Miami PC.
No.
And Long just misses the Ernie. Goldberg says, I like it. You know, I'd like it too. My partner's just moving around like that. Do your thing. Get us the win. Yeah, great reach in from Klinger. We've been looking for him to do something similar like that all game. I think he has the opportunity and the capability to do it.
And the length, he has the tools to do it.
Another great play. It's just a really good point construction there from Columbus Pickleball Club, ending in the put away.
15, 20.
Nice soft pace there. Hard for Long to be stretched out as that ball's dipping with low pace and still cup it and get it over with his backhand.
Yeah, that's right. It's a long way for that paddle to go when you're a presence in the middle and your opponent hits a quality speed up the line. You got a lot to recover, and he just couldn't do it on that particular ball. And I mean, just full-fledged domination, and we have a 4-point game, Brandon. So they've been hanging out. They've gotten themselves back into these last couple minutes after Miami Pickleball Club in such a commanding position. So the format is playing a role, and this one is very much not over.
I like the way that Columbus Pickleball Club is fighting to come back in this, but I think it started with CJ Klinger really taking a little more court, taking a few more opportunities there, and possibly because of the score, he feels like he has to, but that is the recipe that's going to help them if they want a chance to actually win this game here.
Neither team has any remaining timeouts. Columbus, are you in your correct position? Miami, are you in your correct position? Time in. 16, 20.
Miami Pickleball Club with the chance here to win this game. Oh, and Fudge continues to stretch out Long. And one thing to note, as the game gets longer, being able to travel that full distance starts to weigh on you a little bit.
Yeah, his legs get a little heavier. Reach, not quite there. The bending, you know, it's a real thing.
Just great resets by Fudge as Long yells out, just hit it.
Just hit it and just win it.
Wow.
Any of that.
We are now frozen on both sides. You must win points on your serve. And a tough miss there by Long. I'd almost want to see a timeout here just to regroup.
19, 20.
We saw a 20-13 point lead, and after this play here made by Fudge, it is now tied up at 20. And no chance for that ball as it just curls into the net. Wow.
I mean, look at that, though. Such an incredible shot. I know the net sealed the deal, but just again, a feathery touch from a low, awkward position from CJ Klinger.
Great rebuttal there by Brendan Long, as I think everyone here is somewhat stunned at what's happened in the last 9 minutes. This game has taken a turn. Goldberg gets the benefit of the tape there.
I like her sneaking in the attack there, but yeah, the net.
21.
Always trouble when it clips that dang thing.
Brandon Long makes sure that that one is not coming back.
I tell you what a serve. You could hear him grunt. He really used his legs, and he was rewarded a couple shots later in that point. Great put away.
That one just a little long. That's a different out call than I've heard before.
Yeah.
But
and a sneaky little speed up from Megan Fudge. Kudos to her for working that in.
great call by Brendan Long as he saw it there and told Goldberg, hey, finish that, please.
We had some funny grunts in that point, too. It was like, ooh, ah.
Miami Pickleball Club with another chance to close out this game. Klinger slows it down at an angle.
And Franco Goldberg going for it. She might have blocked or been softer earlier in the match, but she went for that one and had a pretty good look at it, but couldn't come up with the point.
Fudge is standing toe-to-toe with the curl of Brendan Long. We talked about using that extra step and having to run all the way over to get the action on it. Maybe wearing on him a little.
22.
Tie ball game. Klinger can't come up with the third.
I hate it when my opponent returns slow and deep and high. I really have trouble creating my own pace. So whether she did it on purpose or not, nice adjustment from Regina.
And she creates on the offensive side. Let's see if she can carry her team to a victory in this game.
I just like it when those supporting players get in there with a little offense, you know, Brandon. Gotta respect it.
I mean, she's got strong enough shoulders for Brandon Long to get on top. I think.
Carry that man.
Fudge uses the two-hand speed up, which we have not seen all game. I mean, watch this. That's such a good play. Speeds it up, kind of jams up Goldberg, and then puts it away.
You saw Goldberg leaning to her right side of her body, so perfect spot from Fudge.
You talked about it. You throw the same shot a couple times, and these players might see it coming.
Maybe she should have, yeah. I think you're exactly right. Regina Franco, very late and then very on it on the very next point.
23, 22.
We'll call it anticipation. Game point again.
Who wants it, Brandon? My goodness. Back and forth seesaw affair on grandstand.
We headed for a 30-32. Klinger just took a little bit of pace off with that.
He did. We had a 26-24 on championship earlier. Let's see if we can outdo it here.
And Klinger trying to go behind long. It worked previously. This one just a little bit wide.
Blew out a tire. Brendan Long lacing it up. He's been moving a lot. I understand those shoes coming untied.
Yes. If he has a step counter on his watch there, he might be a little surprised. I'm sure Megan Fudge will want to increase those steps here for him. Jams up Fudge. I think Fudge was wanting Klinger to come over, but that ball was too close to her body.
Yeah, right hip. Perfect spot as Fudge was late stepping to her left to counter.
And Long had it on his paddle again, chose to slow it down. Maybe a little too cautious on that last ball, but only he knows we will play on.
He's yelling a variety of things right now, very loudly.
Just out again, so that will give Miami PC another chance here.
24, 23.
Fudge wants to play on.
Oh my God. What the heck? How did that come back?
The dig, and then watch this cut. Brendan Long says, I'm not tracking that down.
Off both lines, possibly. Just amazing play.
Some great hands and defense, but the ball just kept getting higher and higher.
Yeah, we need Dom Catalano here with his game point calculator. He always has that. I don't know what it is. It's probably 5 at this point, though, Brandon. 5 or 6.
Surprises with the flip. Fudge was so shocked, but was not able to finish that off, as she is devastated right now on that ball.
Might have been a little paddle toss too there. Don't want to be a snitch.
I think she did. Miami PC takes a 2-1 lead, and we've got a lot going on here at Grandstand Court.
What a treat right now, Brandon.
My goodness, and guess what? We've got more coming soon. We will let this next mixed doubles matchup warm up, and we'll be right back. Okay, we have got the last mixed doubles matchup, and a lot on the line here. So for Columbus Pickleball Club, we will have Yates Johnson and Rihanna Valdez taking on Wes Burrows and Alex Trung of Miami Pickleball Club. Here's the thing, Miami Pickleball Club is up 2-1 right now in this matchup, and should they win this game, they will win the match. But for Columbus Pickleball, if they win, we will go to a dream breaker. And honestly, the way that this match has been going, I would not be shocked, and I wouldn't be mad to see
That's right.
extra pickleball and drama.
I'm a numbers guy, so I'm going to give it a 98% chance of a dream breaker here. And an interesting, not only in this match, but the group. Everyone's 1-1 in this group. We have the other match going on at a different court. So, you know, this is a win and you're in situation. So very exciting stuff for these two teams. And I want to mention this. Often for new players coming in, males, men's doubles is the last to come, more nuanced, more controlled. I think the last thing to come for new women coming in is mixed doubles. So I really want to see what Rihanna Valdez brings in this match as a new player on tour in this mixed doubles situation.
Such a good point, and she'll have a great partner in Yates Johnson, who really has put a lot on display in this matchup. He had a two-hand backhand off the bounce. He was using some one-hands off the bounce. Really kind of a marksman, too, with his forehand. So I'd be interested to see how he plays. He's going to need to come out aggressive. Listen, their feet are to the fire right now. They've got to win or they're out.
Right, and Alex Trung, in that women's doubles match, the hands were on point on some of those second, third, and fourth exchanges. So let's see if those hands are still on fire in this mixed doubles match. And when she's paired up with the big forehand of Wesley Burrows, if she's on it, it's going to be real tough for Columbus.
Yeah, she also showed up late in that game where they were down a couple points. She had an exchange, verbal exchange with Megan Fudge, and it lit a fire under her. And she was able to close that game on 2 or 3 really good shots in straight rallies,
right,
and walk away with the win.
And Brandon, you know what her motto is, right? Stay mean. Stay mean is Alex Trung's motto, and she did right there, even though I do wish she would have said that's in on that one ball.
She had some opportunities to stay mean, but she stayed a little conservative there. It's okay.
That's right, and it's I like it. I don't think anything was distasteful right there, and it just shows how much these players want it and how important it is, and what kind of competitors they are. So, you know, there's always this big debate in the pickleball world. You know, you want energy, you want this and that, but what is too much? I think it's been a nice, clean, strong feelings, and a game that I've really enjoyed watching so far.
Pickleball can absolutely use more passion, more fire. All of those things make it even better to watch for an already great game. And I think you're right. It has been classy. It has been just fiery out here, and there's nothing wrong with that in competition where there's things on the line, not just prizes, you know, not just pride and respect for your team, your teammates, your owners, but also yourself. Also draft position. We do have another draft coming up, and we want to make sure that, you know, you're in a good position for that.
That's right. And I'm not sure what's being discussed, but we have Bob Swisshelm, head referee, chatting with Johnny Goldberg and Jeff Warnick, 2 of the more famous hecklers in the pickleball community. It could be playful, or he might be having some, you know, pointed words towards those two.
Yeah, I wonder if things may have been said towards Megan Fudge as she was visibly frustrated after that last game. I think there was a paddle throw, toss, lay down gently.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, I think a toss is better. I think a toss is better. Like I said, I don't want to be a snitch, you know.
How far or what speed does a toss become a throw? I think that's important.
That is an interesting guideline there. And I'll tell you what, Jeff Warnick, the best paddle toss in the history of pickleball at Nationals a few years ago, tossed it about 4 courts away, and good thing no one got hurt. Yeah, we see Bob Swiss on. He had a little smile on his face. So I don't think it was anything too intense over there. Just maybe reminding the fellas to keep it clean.
Yeah, maybe sensing before it gets started at a level that he's going to have to control. Just making sure we're all cordial here, especially on the sidelines.
All right, game 4. I'm sorry. 15 seconds, please. I kind of ought to do that, right?
Fudge looks still visibly upset over there, almost in tears potentially.
All right, game 4, time in.
It's tough when you come all the way back and then come a little short, too little, too late. Yeah, it's tough.
Such a great point, and it's a great speed up there by Burrows. That is one of the shots he loves to throw out there, right? The fade, speed up with the forehand.
Third shot, topspin lob. Interesting, but we'll just say it's more of a thing than it was a year or two ago. So he might put that one in the back pocket for the rest of this match, but he went for it on that one. And a slightly interesting dynamic is Alex Trong and Yates Johnson actually play quite a few mixed doubles tournaments together. Now they are opponents, so they definitely know each other's games.
That's great play by Trung. I think Trung's going to feel comfortable in that setup, being the veteran at, only what, 17 years old?
Yeah, 17 or 18, one of the two. Either way, yeah, it's funny to even mention veteran in the same sentence as some of these young players.
Great lead. And that's where you talk about the scouting report where, yeah, Alex Trung has played with Yates. She may know that shot's coming.
I mean, she dropped down low very quickly. Yeah, and I was going to mention, Brandon, that I would consider Yates Johnson a better speeder up of the pickleball on the backhand side than Wes Burrows. And right there, a nice little poke up the line and is able to get back to the middle and finish with the forehand. Good combination from Wes.
Wow, there were 4 shots within 3 inches of the net.
Great get from Rihanna Valdez. I thought she was really in trouble on that particular shot.
Trung, a little overextended there.
Slightly late on the read, but I'm okay with it. As you know, when your partner has that quality of a forehand drive, taking a couple risks in the middle of the court is something that I'm a fan of.
That ball just out. A huge forehand by Yates Johnson. The fact that he hit that with that much power and it was only out by 4 inches.
Sure, lots of rotation on that ball. The paddle head speed is, next level from Yates Johnson. But he has had a little trouble controlling it between the men's match and early in this mixed match.
They'll have to get it together here as they are down 6 early in a game that they need to win to stay alive in this match.
Yeah, definitely a tough shot there. Almost no margin for error.
Great lob for Johnson.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Yates, Alex lobbed Rihanna. Come on, man, get out of there.
I think we talk about Yates Johnson and Trung knowing each other's games. You see it there. And that drive is in.
Nasty. Wow. That is nasty.
What did he say? The best forehand drive in pickleball?
Hey, he said it, not me. He was kind of joking, but I don't really think he was. It was one of those joking, not joking situations, Brandon.
I like the setup there by Burrows. Looked like he was going to put a lot on it. Misdirect.
Right.
Opens it up. Trung puts it away.
I was hoping he wasn't going to dink that ball. He needed to stay aggressive there, and he did.
Good put away by Johnson there. You mentioned as long as he can get to that two-hand backhand, he feels pretty comfortable in that area.
5-9.
Miscommunication in the middle, and a quick update from our outer court in this challenger group. Arizona has defeated Utah 3-0 and will advance, as the winner of this match will as well.
Valdez with a rare miss. She's been pretty steady on that right side.
She's been pretty clean with the soft stuff, and that's been impressive. So I think one of those things as a newer player that develops a little later, as you can see, when she speeds up, she's really just hitting it hard and low. So you kind of figure out a couple tricks and some deception and some misdirection as you move forward in your career. So I haven't really seen her do too many of those deceptive attacks. So, you know, definitely a situation where more court time will help. But either way, really quality with the soft stuff. So it's been a joy to watch her so far.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. When you talk about that maturation process in a player's game and the development area, it's being able to take some of those aggressive shots, some of those speed up shots that you have, and now you're able to hit them 3 or 4 different ways, right? So it may look the same, but that backhand counter can go to 4 different places,
Sure.
which makes it all the more difficult
Sure.
in this type of environment.
Yeah, when I first started, I was just swinging, to be perfectly honest with you. And as you get more and more court time, oh no, what do we have? What's going on over here? I hope this isn't serious. We got Yates Johnson stretching over in the corner. I hope he didn't pull something.
He is walking pretty gingerly as well.
Yeah, it looked like he was kind of doing those sitting squats, so hopefully it's not like a groin or a hamstring. Looks like possibly a hip flexor.
Burrows doing a lot of work back there on the baseline, but Johnson keeping the pressure on.
That one low backhand that cleared the net by like 14 feet and still went in. Really good topspin, but you're exactly right, Wes. Some quality shots back there, just couldn't get forward. That ball is moving, and I'm not talking about the pace, which is also there, but the spin, it is just diving down. Nice hand speed there from Yates Johnson.
I mean, he has come back out of this changeover and is playing flawlessly right now.
I guess that little stretch helped him out a lot.
Increase the focus.
He doesn't look to be favoring it much at all now.
Wow, and gets the benefit of the net on that forehand drive.
Maybe it was more not joking when he was talking about that forehand. It's looking really good these last couple minutes. I can't believe he didn't hit it again, wow. Brandon.
I mean, he's definitely one of those players that when he gets hot, he's streaky, right? If he gets hot, you will probably want to stay away from most of those forehand shots. And finally misses one as he had everything he wanted right there off the tape.
12-11. Side out. Point. No.
You can hear or see Wes say, "Got to make that. Got to make that." And he's right. He had a good look at that forehand.
Miami Pickleball's lead has dwindled to 1 here after the huge run by Yates Johnson.
13-12.
I got it. Watch it.
Yeah, that's the situation right there. And she's in a tough spot. He's coming really far over. She's not quite sure what's hers and what isn't. Just takes time. Yeah, I think that's probably an attack there. Sat up just long enough, and when you hesitate, I always talk about that being one of the cardinal sins of pickleball. You hesitate or you change your mind, it rarely works out in your favor. Foot fault on Wes.
Foot fault there on Wes Burrows. Let's take a look here on the replay. Yep, just barely with that right foot.
Yeah, the continuation forward. Nice eagle eye there from Bob Swisshelm. Just drive it, Yates. Just drive it. You could tell he wanted to. He had that big wind up. It's been working so well for him. Just let it fly, buddy.
16-13.
Great defense by Burrows, and it was aided by Trunk saying, watch, that ball's high.
Yes, and really nice job. I've been impressed with the backhand counter of Wes Burrows, his ability to get the ball down. So very nice from him. You know, whipping through the court, you know, can be a good option, but put it down, force them to hit up. It's a simple recipe, and it just works in your favor so often.
And look, Columbus Pickleball Club was down 4 or 5 points. They actually down 4 points going into the changeover. Yates Johnson does magical stretches. He comes out, and they're now tied. So look, they're down 4 again. Let's see if he kind of stretches his way back to some success. I think the key is that forehand that you mentioned. He's got to let it fly at this point.
Yeah, just let it fly, and I think it will have to come down to him. I'm not positive about this, but I do think that Rihanna Valdez feels a little uneasy about exactly what her role is in this current situation. So, tough spot to be in. With her limited court time early in her career. So I definitely feel for her in that regard. Let's see if she can step it up here in the last moments of this second mixed doubles match.
Wow. Little overcooked there by Burrows. The ball was right there in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, set up so nicely from his partner. I hate those when your partner sets you up and you don't come through. Redemption.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, that happens to you too. Yeah, that is a
No,
tough place
it's the
to be
worst.
in.
Or you like step in front of your partner and say me and you miss. Like all those. When it's just tough. I'd rather just it all be my fault.
Trong again reads the mind of Yates Johnson and gets down before that ball comes.
She's not even considering hitting that ball.
Wow.
He is making contact. She is already dropping down low. Just phenomenal read of the speed ups from Alex Trong. He had a decent look, and Brendan Long jumping on the sideline.
Brendan Long wants that ball back.
Yeah, he gave him the woo.
Johnson not able to get that ball over. Comes at an unfortunate time because it is game point and match point here for Miami Pickleball Club.
20, 15.
And they come out on top and close it. Westboro's Alex Trong finished this for their team, and an impressive match here from Miami Pickleball Club. Columbus Pickleball Club fought hard, not able to come out on top.
Hey, really enjoyed this, Brandon. It's been really fun, these two matches. And so just to recap, we have the Arizona Drive and the Miami Pickleball Club coming out of their group, both teams at 2-1. Very nice job from them. Looking forward to seeing them play tomorrow.
We'll have another match here on Grandstand coming up. That's it for myself and Adam Stone. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you tomorrow.